feather loses its power. Heat is the lifeline, and keeping that lifeline alive through the long hours of night isn't something left to chance. You picture the rhythm of winter nights in the lodge. Someone always awake, someone always tending, because the fire cannot be trusted to watch itself. Mainstream historians often describe this as a shared responsibility within families or bands. Nighttime fire duty rotated, sometimes informally, sometimes with a set order. One person would wake every couple of hours to feed the flames, stir the embers, and ensure the smoke hole stayed clear enough to vent. It wasn't glamorous work, it meant rising from warm furs, blinking against smoke, fumbling for logs with fingers stiff from cold. But it kept the rest of the household safe. A fire that died overnight could mean frostbitten faces by dawn, or worse, bodies too stiff to rise again. There's an odd, almost endearing detail you recall from some frontier accounts. Children, eager to prove their usefulness, sometimes begged for the chance to tend the fire. Elders would allow it, under watchful eyes, teaching them how to poke embers just so, how to place logs so they caught without smoking everyone awake. You can imagine a child grinning proudly in the glow of the flames, whispering to themselves that they were keeping the whole family alive. A quirky, almost heartwarming reminder that survival wasn't just duty, it was also a way of learning responsibility from the smallest age. Yet historians still wrangle with a simple but nagging question. How effective were these constant shifts? Did fires really burn hot enough, long enough, to sustain warmth through the coldest nights? Some argue that the hides and bedding alone carried much of the load, with the fire serving more for cooking and comfort. Others insist that without vigilant tending, frost would creep in relentlessly. The debate continues, smouldering like the embers themselves, unresolved but endlessly fascinating. You let yourself imagine one of those shifts. You stir in your bedding, your breath fogging in the dim air. Someone rises beside you, maybe a father, maybe an aunt, and pads quietly to the fire. The sound of logs shifting is soft but reassuring. Sparks flare, shadows leap across the lodge walls, and warmth pushes back against the chill seeping from the earth. You relax again, knowing someone else is watching. The watchfulness itself becomes part of the lullaby. The fire has its own personality here. It hisses when damp wood meets heat. It roars when a log catches properly. It sighs into embers when left too long alone. You can almost hear it complain when ignored, or purr when fed. And like every living thing, it needs